Hello and welcome to your daily oracle reading for Tuesday, April 21st, 2020. I'm Linda the Lightworker. I'm so glad you're here. I'm a shamanic practitioner, a spiritual counselor. I use tarot, oracle, and all sorts of other tools around us to help guide us into living in as much light as possible and doing our own self-work, practicing self-care so that we can really fully evolve into better human beings. I'm thrilled you're here. This is a general reading for everyone, and let's jump into the cards. Today I'm using the World Spirit Tarot deck. All the information about the decks I use is down below in my descriptions box. And this deck is powerful. Now let me just say, this is Tuesday, and I do record my videos early and then just post them as needed. So this is potential for big news for all of us today. And I'm only saying that now because we have three major arcana cards. The major arcana, typically when we're using the tarot, the major arcana signifies big life events, big things happening right now. So just pay attention that let's see what happens in the news. Our first card today is the Emperor. Now, he is overseeing his kingdom. In the tarot deck, he follows the Empress. The Empress is first, and she is perhaps a lounging sort of divine feminine with her energy. The Emperor comes in and he needs to create order out of chaos. You know, the divine feminine way may seem chaotic, and the divine masculine is about creating order and structure so that we're able to maneuver, especially emotionally, things as they're arising. So he's really good at making structures. Or now keep in mind, the Emperor is a monarch and he thinks it's his kingdom. So let's think of the positive aspect of the Emperor and how they're trying to navigate this power so that we're able to have some free will. But they're with moral judgment, that's what I'm hearing, for the highest good for all. So we just want to envision that those decisions that are happening are for the highest good. And I do love, you know, we get these clouds, and I always say these clouds look like UFOs to me. So maybe there's something unseen that we just don't know what's happening out there. But it is about a present situation. So what does that mean for you without being so big? It's about you creating some sort of structure that works well for you in your own personal kingdom. We've had a lot of divine feminine cards come up lately in the watery, mysterious world. Now, how can we organize that? How can you organize that? What structure is going to work for you? Not from how it was in the past. Things have changed. Those are the before times. And if we want to move into the after times, we must visualize a structure for ourselves that works very well, that is in alignment with your moral choices and with your personal philosophies. So it's wonderful to write those down. Let's say you're having a housing situation, you're going to be relocating, which some people are doing in these times of COVID. They're relocating, they have to, maybe molds come up, whatever's come up. Write it down. What are those structures? What is it that you want in your new home? How do you want to live? What is this structure in a way that works for you, that you're able to really create the best possible physical elements so that you're able to be creative, to step into your work, to your true work, to do what you really want to do, to be able to create that structure. So remember, you are king of your kingdom and queen of your queendom. Okay, our second card is the one I've just been seeing over and over and over in my head when I think about our current situation. And the second cards in our reading seem to be so accurate and so on point. At least that's what I'm getting. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, Lord have mercy. So as the wheel spins round and round and round and round with both elements here, masculine, feminine, the moon, the sun, we've got animals around here, we've got the life cycle, baby, a young person, adulthood. We have all of these cycles that are spinning around, and it's still undetermined where it's going to land. Now this wheel may be slowing, and the question for you is, where are you in your life cycle? Where are you emotionally? Maybe you're still responding as an adolescent. When you hear things that come out of your mouth, do they sound like a full-grown human being, or does it sound like something, are you throwing a tantrum? Is that something a child might do? Are you able to recognize where you are in your Wheel of Fortune? And we must remember that the most things can happen suddenly with the Wheel of Fortune. I always give a warning about car accidents, because when that Wheel of Fortune, sudden change can happen. Someone can put their hand on the wheel and the wheel will just stop. Okay, so be extra careful out there. Buckle up. Be very safe, please. Okay, yeah, I'm just asking. What else was I supposed to say? In spirits in my ear. So the most, if you are feeling a little spun out of control with all the chaos, stay in the center of that Wheel of Fortune, of all these cycles. Maybe you're caught up in the news cycle. You know, we're going through it all emotionally, especially if you have the news on. As we're able to stay in the center, stay grounded, staying focused, focusing on your breath, bringing it back to calming any anxiety down. Maybe you've had some death in your family around this and it's just too painful to even go there. Bring yourself back to your breath, back to the center, because as this Wheel of Fortune spins with all these outer influences, there's only so much we can do. So know where your power lies. Your power lies in your balance and staying centered and grounded. And that's not always easy to do. Oftentimes it's impossible, or it might seem impossible. But really visualizing ourselves in the center, slowing all of it down and doing deep breathing, that's where the invitation lies. And then our final tarot card for today is another major arcana. This is the Judgment card. Oh, Lord have mercy. What a day. 3 major arcanas. Okay, Emperor, Wheel of Fortune, Judgment. What does Judgment mean? Well, what does it mean for you? Are you sitting in judgment? Do you have judgment around yourself right now? Are you, there are some of you who have lofty pursuits or lofty plans of writing using this quarantine time to learn how to play piano or whatever, like have grand ideas about how to use that time. And then when things don't work out as you imagine, there comes great judgment. I'm using that just as an example, as a harsh judgment. But the question here is, who's judging? Are you judging yourself or others? This is or this sheep. Are you judging? Are you in balance? Are you looking at the bright side? Are you looking at the dark side? Where is your attention? What are you judging? Judgment can mean that, I hate to even mention the laws of karma, but it does seem as if Well, a lot of people are attached to the laws of karma. Okay, so I'll just keep talking about it because some people do believe that action and reaction are closely related, and they are. I'm just asking for clarity about the karma stuff because I don't really get karma. You know, I think it's all about being present. This is my philosophy. Being present here and then making sure that my judgment is as clear and as balanced as possible, that I'm not always following the crowd, but I'm weighing all possibilities individually and coming up with clear judgment. Judgment and discernment are two very important qualities that we use as the human being, and it is by balancing that rational thought with irrationality. And, you know, we can get caught up into conspiracy theories. Many theories how we figure stuff out. I mean, science has lots of theories, but they need to be provable. And as with any theory, it's all speculation. So just make sure that you're using good judgment and good discerning, good at discerning information, and making sure that you're making the right choices for yourself. You're discerning as to what is the right information for you. And maybe you are just a regular little camel herder here, and you gotta make sure you get your camels to the next destination. That's cool, do your thing. But maybe that's not your path. Maybe that's not your path. Maybe you're supposed to be bringing more light or working more clearly into what is in alignment with the moral choices you've made for yourself. So finding that judgment, making sure we're not using harsh judgment with ourselves or others, because we never fully understand what another person's experience is like. We can certainly empathize if we haven't been through it, sympathize if we have been through what they're going through. But ultimately, this is a planet of free will. And using the best possible information and being discerning about what you choose to incorporate into your life will help you make good judgment for yourself. And consequently, that's all that matters, is that you're finding your way. And as you're able to really get that footing, you will make right decisions. And turn that negative judgment into a positive judgment. You know, we're not talking about condemning others or ourselves. We need to lift ourselves up. So make sure that you're using good judgment about who you spend time with, and listen to the positive inner dialogue. Really dial that up and turn down any of those harsh judgmental thoughts that might be coming up. Boy, that was a tough one to get out. I tell you, Spirit, sometimes my EP, it's my executive producer, right? All right, let's go to our final card today for Tuesday, the 21st, is from the Denise Linn Sacred Travelers deck, the Stepping into Power. The message here says, you are strong beyond measure. Look at that. As you use your wise choices, your light is shining brightly. You're really moving forward on your life path, even though there's fog all around you and others. You're helping others as you are walking your truth. You're keeping your light bright. You're doing the best possible things for yourself. You're drinking water. You're doing some gentle stretching. You're eating your vegetables. You're taking really good care of yourself, mind, your body, and making sure that you're making the best choices for you today, because that's all we have. Living in the present moment is the best thing we can do, and it helps us to make wise choices when we are fully present in the now. So step into your power. You can do it. Hang in there, little tomato. You're doing a great job. All right, that's our reading for today. If you're one of my new subscribers, thank you for popping in and subscribing. I am so grateful you're here. You could even put on the little bell alarm because I'm having some funny things happen with my phone. Hopefully everything's uploading okay. If not, forgive me. I'm doing my best here. What else do I want to tell you? You want to find out more information about me, is down below in the descriptions box. My website is LindaTheLightWorker.com. You can email me and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And what else? I love you. And I hope you have a sensational day today. Really acknowledge all that hard work you've been doing is paying off. And you're just doing a great job, okay? All right, I love you, and I look forward to seeing you next